Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today I would like to talk about Costco 2024, the overview of this company. Before the year of 2024, Nine of Cups means that there was or there were multiple wishes that were being accomplished um, by this company. So they had something they felt very happy about, and probably something that they were not too optimistic before, but then somehow they reached the goal, and maybe a sales target, maybe something that was pretty hard to tackle, but they somehow um, they achieved that with some luck, because Nine of Cups usually means um, something very happy, and it has a dream element, like dreams coming true, that sort of vibe. So probably something turned out to be better than what they expected before. In this case, the good side is about, well, um, they reached the goal more than expected. But at the same time, I feel like there is a little bit of a downside, because um, probably they kind of misjudge the situation a little bit, so that it came out better than expected. So this can be either a good thing or a little bit not so good, even though usually people would say, oh, Nine of Cups is really good. um, but for a company, sometimes having Nine of Cups, it means that something it's um, because of the dream element. I kind of I feel like it is uh you know it it has the luck element. So I don't know. I think there is a little bit of a concern, because even though it was a good thing, or maybe there were good things that were happening, but those good things were they happened because of the company being lucky somehow. um, Nine of Cups. It is also sometimes it is also about liquor. Alcohol beverages. They might get some deals with some companies, and it turned out to be pretty well. Right now, magician energy is the current status. The magician energy is about, something magical, and, magician energy, the positive side is about being resourcefulness and having all the tools they need to manifest something out of nothing. And it is related to creativity and, inspiration. These are the positive things when the magician shows up. But there's also the negative side of magician. It is about something they're trying to hide, and try to make it like something that is a little bit different from the reality. Sometimes it is about the trickster energy. The hermit crossing it. It is about introspection. Um, I feel like maybe it is some things are not really right, and then someone is trying to figure out. This is the first scenario. The second scenario is the company itself is trying to being introspective towards themselves, and try to investigate something by themselves. Um, but for something, I mean, I feel like it is outside. Um, it is from the outside, I feel like, because there might be reasons for people to suspect about the company. Some people, they are aware of what is happening indeed, because something is too magical to be true for Costco. And the hermit is about being aware of the problems, and then trying to figure out what is happening. It can turn out both ways. The first one is internally, they are investigating. The second scenario is it is coming from the outside. I feel like it might be from the outside more because of the Seven of Wands energy in the coming future. Seven of Wands is about opponent. Probably something is being exposed, and it's gonna be, there will be repercussions, and uh, they have to take a stand for something, um, have to fight back something. The Queen of Swords energy at the top of the spread, it means being very logical, being very experienced. Uh, this is a very guarded energy. They have experienced something bad before, and because of those experiences, they would like to be very cautious, and probably they're not going to be too optimistic about the way forward, and they will be very conservative about their approach. Um, and I mean, it's kind of weird when it is combined with the trickster energy of magician. Can the tricks be, be used for several times already? Is it possible? Um, but I mean, even when something will be found out, they'll be like, oh, we have to do this because of this reason, that reason, and it is totally logical for us to do it and do it in this way. Because if we don't do it this way, we're gonna be screwed up. Queen of Swords energy is about that type of energy, because they maybe at some point they didn't do it in a magician way, but for some reason they truly felt like um, being hit strongly at some point, and it was before they overcame it, they survived, um, and they believe that this is the way forward. They have to use some tricks to, to manifest what they want to manifest, and then they feel totally logical about it because they have to defend themselves. Queen of Swords energy it is about that kind of defensiveness, and probably they're not doing the right thing, or they're not doing the morally right thing in general. But the thing is, they feel like they have to do it because, in order to defend themselves, their positions. But I feel like someone or maybe some organizations, whatever that is, they're not gonna let this to go smoothly. Yeah, because of the hermit energy. Five of Cups at the bottom means disappointment. So I think they're experiencing something that is disappointing. And maybe this is related to someone doing something that is dishonest. And then it is being exposed. Somehow it will be exposed. But will it be exposed to the public? I'm not 100% sure, but at least internally, they gonna know, definitely gonna know what's gonna happen, in the company. If the issues are not being exposed publicly, it is likely that the information will be utilized by someone from, the competitors, and then they would use that as a tool to, negotiate or whatever. Yeah. So justice, it means balance. It also means legalities. Sometimes when something is involved with the law, the legal system, justice will show up. Also, justice is about balancing, readjusting the situation. The moon card after justice, it is about something unknown, subconscious, secrets, not very stable. So I feel like this year, Costco, something is gonna be not very stable. There will be news that will come out to the open, and people will feel like, wow, what is happening indeed? I don't think it's gonna be really catastrophic because I don't see something like a tower moment, something like that. But five of cups, it is enough as a disappointment, So I think for some reason the public might know or might not know, because the moon card, it can mean, oh, something keeps being under wrapped, and they just don't expose that easily. But there will be clues that the public will scrutinize or maybe speculate. The moon card can also mean instability of some sort. Instability of some maybe logistically not very stable. Because the moon card, we can also see you can see the border. It just literally looks like a border, especially from the U.S. to Canada, going up there. So I think the border might sometimes be something that Costco has to deal with. The taxes, not the state taxes, but whenever they cross a border, they have to pay tax and whatever things. It might be something that they have a concern about. The star card after the moon card, it is about renewal, healing, and optimism. which is a good thing. Um, then the Ace of Wands is about the removal of obstacles. They have new ideas to manifest. But I feel like this new idea can meet some, challenges because of the Seven of Wands energy. Um, I think it's likely that this year for Costco, they are looking at a newfound strategy to actually improve the situation. This can be related to their introspection towards the company itself. So they're trying to improve themselves. Um, but on the other hand, Ace of Wands can also mean the things that were not clear before, it is starting to get clearer than before. But I'm not gonna say it's totally 100% clear because I do see the Moon card and the Seven of Wands energy, the Five of Cups. I think some things will still be secretive. Um, and somehow it will become less secretive because of the Ace of Wands energy. But it is just a beginning of, unfolding the truth of a situation. But it's not gonna be, um, you know, overnight process. It is gonna take some time to, you know, for people to feel like it makes sense. So in general, I feel like they're gonna need to deal with this disappointing situation by utilizing their wise knowledge, but at the same time they can be investigated by some other uh, you know authorities, whatever that is. So um, I think it's not very clear for Costco this year, especially. I do believe that they have the passion to create something new, but that is not very concrete. So they might have some big plans, but after investigation, after introspection, even though they want to proceed, it's not going to be easy. So in general, I feel like this year is not easy for Costco. Even though I do see some kind of optimism, but then they are also meeting challenges. Um, and the thing that needs to be cautious about is about the trickster energy, something they are not telling the public, um, which in fact we might need to know what is happening. Um, yeah, we might be able to get a glimpse on some issues, but because the moon card can also about how the public perceives the company. Um, Maybe the public has a sense that, oh, we don't actually know too much about how Costco runs the business. And that's the thing. Uh, so yeah, I think um, we're gonna get some clarity, not clarity about everything, but we're gonna learn a little bit more about how Costco, how they do businesses this year. Um, but it's possible that if something is gonna come up, it's gonna be a little bit shady. It probably gonna be sometimes maybe controversial even. So yeah, I think this is the overall overview for the company Costco. And I hope you enjoy this video. If you like it, please consider liking it. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing. And thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye bye.